Hello to you. If you are still new to this channel, welcome to iPod Official Traders channel, and make sure to subscribe, like, comment what you have learned out of today's video. So I'm going to be actually analyzing gold to give you guys an understanding of how I went about seeing the opportunity that we're currently holding from last week actually. So we're just gonna hold on to it to this coming week. So now what I do in first of all is to understand the basic principles that I set out for Supra RS trading, which is to understand the strength upon the key turning points in the market, either being in the highs or lows. So you must understand that this is a strong low, this is a strong low, this is also a strong low, and then this is a weak low, this is a weak low, this is another this is a strong low, this is another strong low, this is a strong low, that's a strong low as well. So for you to understand them, you can also just visit my my Instagram page, which is Forex Corrections, where I actually explain how do you know that this is a strong low or this is a weak low. So from that, what I did now is to draw my trend line, right, to identify the trend that I'm actually focusing into. So I did draw my trend line from that area, and also before this part, because obviously currently it means that the price is actually given us this. So but I'll just show you. I drew my trends like that in this format to say that now obviously at this point I thought this could be a structure, only to find out that it's none of any trading patterns, rather it is a trend on its own. It's just narrowing at the end. But now the only condition that we do have here is that we have a strong high and another strong high, and which will result into this being a strong SP RS. This is a strong as RS TRL, meaning it's a strong resisting trend line. And also now the reason why it's a strong resisting trend line is because it's made up of a strong high and another strong high, sorry about that. And now this one being a strong low and this one also becoming a strong low, this becomes a strong becomes a strong SPTRL, meaning it's a strong supporting trend line. But now you must understand that if this was a weak TRL, then I would have said that price is gonna drop below. You understand? But in this case, we both of our how do I say this? Both of our trend lines, the resisting part and the supporting one, are both strong. So in most cases, just to give you a clarity, because it's very important for you to draw both trend lines, a supporting and a resisting trend line, right? In most cases, if you find that the supporting let me do this, if you find that the supporting trend line is strong, the resisting is strong and this is weak, the price will give you something of this nature. You find that the price will reject and drop, retest and drop, you understand? But now if you find that now the supporting is strong and the resisting is weak, you find that the price might give you something of this nature, you understand? So the weak TRL price will always break below it and retest it in a way, you understand? So that's my that's how Supra RS trading says, understand it? I know most people might ask, you know what, let me not over explain. In the upcoming videos I'll definitely explain it properly, but for now understand that part. So both of them, they are strong TRLs, right? So from there I said that obviously now, because price was still pushing to the downside, after it actually gave me a bounce here, I then said that most definitely price will continue pushing to the upside. But since well this is also a strong TRL, I said that there will be any chances that price might obviously come here and then start dropping again, right? The only applying factor, the only factor will be that what kind of a high will it give us when it retests this TRL, you understand? So we're not there for that, we're only there for the fact that price is still pushing to the upside, right? Now on that part, now saying that now here this could have been an entry, though at that time I only sent the signal I'm gonna show you because I already have the setup. This could have been an entry somewhere there, sorry about that. This could have been an entry, this could have been an entry for the push to the upside. And before this happened, I also, because I cleaned up my setup, right? So before this part, I saw that this was a bullish flag before, because obviously I just need to keep track of the charts, you understand? So this was a bullish flag, so you can see that the price did give us its break below, its break above and retest, and then it's still pushing to the upside in this case. And obviously from the setup that I had on gold when it was still this bullish flag, was that the target was still around these areas. The target was still around these areas, you understand, from this bullish flag that I had right here. But now I'm not focused on the bullish flag at the moment, because that acted as a continuation of price, and I think from here we might have gotten enough of it. So I'd say like the bullish flag is no longer important at this point, but rather the current price market is more important, you understand? So from this case, I said that as much as what I did was I also went into 4 hours, right? So I'm just going to show you why I came about having my targets being at around those areas, right? First of all, I did this. I said now, when it was still bullish, right? I said now, let me make this visible in lower time frames than 4 hours. Okay, let me make it 3, right? Let me also make these to be visible in under 3 minutes and 3 hours, right? So what I want you to see here is hours, 3 hours LS, also this one 3 hours, right? So what I want you to understand is that from this bullish flag, what I did as well was to also use what Fibonacci retracements, understand? That's my low, I meant to say that's my marked low, and this is my marked high in this case. So being the fact that these are my marked high and low, I use Fibonacci, you understand? So having to use Fibonacci, I said that my marked TP, like my highest TP in this case, will be the 61.8 level. That's why I marked also this area and locked it, you understand? So this is my fib target, this one. This is my, I'm expecting price to still push until it reaches this area, and then we can start seeing if whether price is giving us any rejections or not, you understand? So that's my fib target, right? Understand? So this being my fib target, and you can still see there's still some momentum, or rather there's still some space for price to actually still fill until the fib. So I did say that now from this area I also had to use another principle that I use to identify entries and all of that, and I said that obviously from this kind of structure of the bullish flag, obviously you must understand that a bullish flag in most cases it gives us something of this nature. If possible, it gives us something of this nature, right? That's what we are used to. But in my understanding of how I went about utilizing the use of Supra RS trading, it says that it will retest a certain area zone which is a resisting area. So it will give us a breakout. Like it might give you something of this nature. Like in this case, I want you to understand something. You might find that somewhere around here, né? You might find that somewhere around there it gives you like something. Just gonna draw something like this. Let me draw. Just gonna make it quicker. It might give you something of this nature. It might retest what? It might retest the trend line, right? As we are used to trend lines, obviously, right? That's what I want you to understand. But now when it gets here, it respects what? When it gets here, it respects a T. It respects it will respect what? It will respect a resisting area. You must understand there's a difference between how do I put this? Damn, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm killing an insect. Damn it, that's a big insect. Sorry about that. It's very scary. Alright, so let me continue from there. So you must understand that now with this bullish flag, now I want to show you what's gonna happen here, with also including this part. It will give you something of this nature, right? Retest the trend line that you have drawn, and then come back and retest a resisting area and still push to the upside. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? So you can see that out of one structure, we have multiple scenarios that you must understand how the price might move. Not that it will move in this case all the time. I'm saying these are possible case scenarios that you must look into, and for this one to emerge, it comes in a certain format. Understand? Because sometimes you find that this support, this resisting area that it breaks, it gets respected. Like it gets respected as it gives you the first breakout. You understand? So that there's more to that. So all of that I'm gonna upload them in the on a website where people can actually visit and get the course. Understand? So now let's move on to this area now. So what I did as well, I still draw the support and resistance. I hope people know how to draw support and resistance, how I draw it. Let's not be stereotypical about what I do. This is how I do draw them. There is a certain criteria that you must follow to draw support and resistance. So in this case, I used my areas there. You can see in this case I used this high, I used this high, and I also used this high. So basically all of this created the resisting area that I do have right there. You get? So from that I see that okay, price did manage to give us a breakout here. Price managed to give us a breakout right here, and you must understand that from how I trade and how I do these things. There is a criteria, or not even just the criteria. This thing, like when we say that when you trade you must be patient to get all the confirmations. These are some of the confirmations, because when price was breaking above here, you can see that the candlestick went back and closed inside. But with this one, you see price did close outside, and when it came back, we waited for it to retest half of that resisting area. So as soon as it respects that half of that resisting area, that becomes an entry. Hence I said that from that 30 minutes, this could have been an entry, besides analyzing the 4-hour time frame. Do you understand? Now I'm looking at a different time frame now, that this could have been an entry until what the target will still be what the fib target. That's where I'm actually targeting. The first target is that. Otherwise, from there, if price actually breaks above, then you can start putting a stop losses above entry just to hold it until going further. You understand? So let me not waste much more time. This is what I want you to see in a 4-hour time frame, to say that this could have been an entry and price would still be pushing to the upside until that price. But now, since we also want to consider smaller time frames, this is a setup that I want you to focus. This is a setup I want you to right. I'll just leave it right there and even lock it. Right now I can go back into my smaller time frames because that setup I got it into under 30 minutes. Now I go back into my 30 minutes. Do not forget what I said about that. It could have broke below if this was a weak TRL, right? So now, considering this part, I'm considering this part to say that I'm still expecting price to push to the upside. And obviously, I gave them when the price, I think when the price was still somewhere around here, when it was still here, because it went into slight profit and then came back, and then later on came back into profits again. I'll show you the setup that I gave them because I do analyze on different goals. So right now it's just for me to explain how I got that setup. Now obviously from this point I'm still expecting price to still push to the upside, right? But at this point the stop loss that I gave them is somewhere around here, whereas the actual stop loss has to be here, but I still gave them to be here because otherwise I still see price not rejecting until then. But the actual stop loss had to be here according to the whole setup under 4 hours, but we still hold, right? So I'm still expecting price to still push from this area now at our point of entry until this area. But now, since there is a contradiction of, not even a contradiction might mean something, my English, I don't want to say something that, let me just leave it there. Let me check 1 hour one last time. Okay, it was not 1 hour, then it's still 30 minutes. So under 30 minutes I also do have a what? I also do have a, I hope I'm drawing the property right there. So here I have a strong, I want to mark it. So here I do have a strong high and a strong high. So this is a strong high, this is another strong high, understand? So that creates a what? Creates a what's this? Another resisting area. So the chances are that also price can also move within. There could be any possibility that price could also come here and reject and drop again. But since this is a strong support area, I'm gonna mark it as my as an area of first TP. Like this will become a first TP that we're going to focus on. You understand? So that being the first TP. It's just an open TP whereby like you just look at it, not necessarily to close. This will be the first TP, but the expectation is that for price to also still push to the upside, right? The chances are that price would do what? I'm not saying price will, I'm saying that this is how I'm going to look or focus on the price actually reaction. If price managed to come and hit here and reject, this could also become an entry to continue. You understand? This could also become an entry because remember, you will still use the same rule that we used under 4 hours. We would still use the same rule that we used under 4 hours to say that you must wait for a breakout, right? Breakout, and then wait for a retest. Same thing will apply. Once we get a proper breakout, once price does close above, right, we will wait for price to break below, to come back and retest. The stop loss will still be below the resisting area and still continuously hold until this point. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But the main aim is that if we follow the whole idea under 4 hours, then this becomes a what? The whole TP will be from there. You understand? Meaning that price is likely to break above, because if we try to find, not even try, but if we patch up a TRL from there, if we use this strong and another week and another week. So basically this becomes a weak TRL, meaning that price will still break above, you understand? So in a high time frame, this is a weak area that could be, price could even break, but we are considering also small time frames that there are chances that price might respect that by actually hitting here, dropping to this area, continuously moving to the upside, you understand? So basically this coming week we continuously going to hold on to, we continuously going to hold this this area, what's this, we continuously going to hold on to this gold. So let me just show you the setup that I did send them, because right now I just analyzed this one. So this was the setup that I sent in the group. You see, this is where we got our entry. You can see we're slightly in a smaller yana profit. This is the area of stop loss that I gave them. It's not the actual stop loss from that 4-hour time frame, but you can see where I got my stop loss to be at. And obviously we're still expecting price to still push. We can still see here that I also mentioned to say if price does close above and might reject from this area, come here, we will willingly be focusing on taking our trades at this point and still pushing. Obviously I think here I made only one mistake. It has to be right here, right? So you can see it's the same thing. I was just actually trying to explain the part of how everything is happening. So this will be my fib target, but if price also breaks above, we will continuously still hold until then. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see in the comment section what you did really like about this video. Thank you very much. Let's meet on the next video.